Today I will show you hopefully how I fix the speed editor, the DaVinci Resolve speed editor from Blackmagic Design. This is the really popular editor device for DaVinci. This is the really popular speed editor device from DaVinci Resolve for DaVinci Resolve speed editor. This is the really popular device for editing in DaVinci Resolve and DaVinci Resolve Studio, and I wanted to show you here. This is how the wheel moves. You can even hear it. Okay, so you can see it moving, and I opened it before. It's not the first time I'm opening it. I opened it before and I had to order the bearings, and I got some bearings here. There are two standards I got here. One ABEC 7, these ones. ABEC 7. I'm not sure if it's even pronounced ABEC, maybe it's pronounced something else, something different, but the size is 686RS. That's the size of this bearing, 6 by 13 by 5 millimeters. And I opened this one. They are pretty much the same size. I mean, they are the same size, not pretty much. And you will see on these bearings also you have 686RS, and the center is not moving, this outside is moving. That's how the bearings work, and they should be very precise. This ABEC 7 is a less precise version than ABEC 9. So these ones I got them from AliExpress, all of these. So I'm not sure if this is original, this APE. I'm not sure if it's original or if it's even a real brand, but these ones are supposed to be a bit better. So if you do get the bearings to replace in the speed editor, this is how it would look like when you use ABEC 9 bearings, and I need to use 2. So I need to use 2. Okay, I took 2 out of the package. These are 10, and the blue ones are 5 in this pack, and the more fancy ones are 10 in the pack. And they look pretty much the same. They are the same. And they should be the same because they're the same size first. And on this one it's written here 686RS, but on the more fancy ones, supposedly, I don't know if they're even better, maybe the blue ones are better, ABEC 9 should be with the tighter tolerances, so there should be less play in them compared to 7, but who knows these things. I don't really know much. I was reading about them, first I ordered the blue ones, and then I realized that there are better versions, and this one APE ABEC 9 686 2RS. This, I don't know this APE brand, but maybe they're not original, I'm not sure. I'll try them, see how the wheel feels like. They do spin really smoothly, so at least they are real bearings, and there is no marking on the edges. And okay, I need 2 of these, and I'll put the blue one back. Hopefully the ABEC 9 will be good enough. Okay, I'll put the bearings separate. Oh. You need some kind of opening tools for this, especially if you don't want to ruin it. And I wanted to show you that actually these legs, one of the corners of this plastic. I broke it here because I pulled it too hard. So there are screws in all corners there, but first I have to remove this wheel, and to do that this rubber thing comes out just like that. So the rubber, I really like how this thing is made. It's really well made. These grooves inside to match with the actual wheel of the speed editor. Very precise, but you see it's moving. Now I need my toolkit. Maybe it's this one. Yeah, it looks like this one. That's how it comes out. That's the voice shaking really hard. You can hear it. So this I'm putting it somewhere separate carefully, together with the cover. So you see how this thing is really moving. Now I can open the back, and on the back here, this is the information. That's the serial number. Don't try to use my serial number to get the license, please. And there is also gonna be one screw in each corner, so carefully opening the screws. There is one there. You see it there. And I have to change the screwdriver type. Not this one. Not this one. To open the screws here, to open these screws, you need the Torx 10, T10. So this is how it looks like. This one is with the hole, but it doesn't need the hole. Okay, so opening the screws. That's the screw. It has this like a star shape inside. Now I'll put them separate. One screw here. It's the same size. And also here. This one also. And the last corner. Yeah, be careful with these rubber pads. It's there, see it? And then you also have these ones in the middle. Also T10. Torx 10. There is a USB port here, so you have to be careful with that. And not much around. So now the whole thing will come out like a clamshell. I will use this tool just to get under there. Okay, so this side is open, and I'll put one of these things to hold it in place. Okay, this is open completely, so actually I don't need to. So it's open here. Open here, you see these tabs, it keeps it in place. And now the whole thing actually it's ready. Now you have the battery. First you have to disconnect the battery so you can separate the back from the front. And that's the connector, it's out. And the whole battery. This is a simple battery. You can replace this 18650 2600 milliampere hours, 9.6 watt hours. So that's the battery. It's easy to replace this if needed, and there is not much for the back. Now this is the important part. These are the boards for the keys. All this is, they are mechanical keys. It's a mechanical keyboard. Information, Blackmagic Design, copyright information 2020. And also there is a separate board for these ones, for the source and timeline. There. There's a separate board. Try not to touch with your hands the electronics on this, or if you do have to touch some metal surface first. What we really care about here is this part. This is where I'm going to replace the bearings. That's the actual magnetic encoder, and you can see how it's moving. You see how it's moving, and it's not the, I thought before that it's some of the screws that are loose, but it's not the screws, it's the actual encoder itself. So first, to open this, I will disconnect it. There's this bit of a difficult. I'll use an opener tool to put some tension on the edges. Not sure if that did anything, but now pulling it, I should be able to wiggle it a bit, or pull it. Ideally, I should grab it from the edges like that. But my nails are really not so great now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna pull on the cables and hope no cable breaks. Yeah, better use this tool. Okay, it moved a bit. I think it's ready to come out. Okay, the connector is out. Cables themselves look okay. Hopefully, can't really tell until I use it. And now that this is disconnected, we go to the other side and undo these screws. I want to check the size. Okay, this one fits. I removed it before, so it's not the first time to remove it. These are some very tiny screws like that, very small. Before I got a bit confused with the arrangement, I was trying to put other screws here, so be careful that you really arrange the screws. Here they don't matter because they're all the same, but try not to put other screws here. I'm holding it with my hand from the back, from behind there, so it doesn't fall because it's already loose. Okay, flip it, and this is the magnetic encoder. This is the magnetic encoder coming out. It's really simple but perfect. I don't need something complicated. And the case is ABS for this plastic. Okay, I'll put this aside. Now this is really important for me because I like to use the wheel. I like to use the wheel on this thing, and I can't really use it much when it's shaking like that. You see how it's moving? Okay, so what I'm going to do, I will remove these screws, and the screws at the bottom, I have a video when I remove everything, and I don't really need to remove these now. But if you want to see how that works, you can watch that video. I will link it. Hopefully I remember. I just want to make sure they are tight enough. So this is tight. This is tight. This is also tight. And now I want to see if it's the same T10. Yeah, it's still T10, still Torx 10. And I will open the sensor. This is the magnetic encoder sensor. There is one electronic part on the bottom there that feels the magnetic changes as you spin this. So that's pretty simple but ingenious. That's how it should be. So I'm opening it carefully because this is plastic. Okay. Okay, so I'm opening all of them one by one carefully with this plastic. I probably over tightened them when I put them back. I was really trying to keep the thing from moving too much. So careful with these screws, they go into plastic, so hopefully I don't have to remove them again. But I might have to change the bearings again. I removed this plate. The metal plate is off, and you can tell which side goes where because here it's flat, and then on this side there are these grooves for the screws. And the nicest part here is that you can really open this thing up, but first I have to remove that clip. So I'll use a small screwdriver, and all I need to do is move this up like that, and it's coming out, but just hold it so it doesn't fly away because it's under spring tension. You see the spring there. So I hold it, I grabbed it. Okay. I have it here. That's the, I don't know exactly how these are called, like a washer, securing washer or something. And then there is the spring that keeps the bearing under tension. And this whole shaft, you can lift it just like that. Hopefully I can do it again. They come out. These are the bearings. And the sensor is at the back there. That's the sensor there. It's just some kind of, I have another video with that, and this, as it spins, the sensor will detect the magnetic shift from north to south, and it will send the signal further. Okay, so these are the original bearings from the speed editor. You can see the markings on it 686 RS. Yeah, there is also this washer. Don't lose that washer. I think there is only one washer. I don't feel any other washer here. Nothing comes out. And yeah, don't throw this away just in case. Don't throw the old bearings away just in case the new bearings don't work. So it's better to have them as a reserve in case. Okay, same size. Let's see the thickness. Looks the same, so they are the same. Now I have the new bearings here, and hopefully I don't make them dirty with anything. There might be some dust here. Okay, this is the shaft here. I'll try to clean it from any debris, any dust. This should be clean. That's the shaft for the bearings, and they don't matter which way you put them in. You see now it's written this APEC, and here it's catching the bearing. Okay. Okay, so now, okay, I'm getting some coffee. Coffee time. Okay. Okay, so this is the shaft, and I'm trying to make sure there's no dust on this thing. I'll clean it a little bit, just a bit of cleaning. The bearings, oh, it's magnetic. So one bearing looks pretty good. No dirt, no dust on it. The second also. This here is magnetic. It's the thing that tells the sensor as it spins. Trying to remove some dust from it. As this magnet spins, it switches. Hope I don't make it come out now, but okay. This is a Hall effect sensor style. So as this magnet spins, it will tell the sensor on the board that something is moving in which direction also. Okay, so this thing looks like it's ready to go back in. The magnets are installed, the new ones. I have the writings on them. Pretty easy to fix this, I believe. I didn't see any video about this, so this is probably the first video on the internet showing you how to fix the Blackmagic Design wheel. And this wheel, they have it in other products also, so you might be able to use this to fix other Blackmagic Design products. It's a snug fit there. There is still a bit of play, but hopefully once it's installed, it's gonna be better. Yeah, don't forget to put this washer in. This is important. You need to put the washer in. Okay. I don't think there is any right way or wrong way to put this, so I'm just gonna throw it in there. This puts tension on the middle here, so it doesn't touch the edges there, so the wheel moves freely like that. Now is the hard part. This is the hard part, to put the spring and that tensioner clip. And when I did it before, somehow I could do it pretty easily, but now we'll see. Okay, maybe now. I think I kind of got it in. Oh yeah. Okay. It's really all the way in. Just to make sure, I'll try to press it a bit. Yeah, it's fine. And now this is the moment of truth. Oh yeah, the play is much less. But I hear some noise. I think the noise is temporary. I don't see anything touching the edges there. Maybe the spring. Yeah, that noise is not very nice. It still moves a little bit. So I still feel it moving a little bit. But it's the bearing inside the case also, I think. I'll try the blue ones, because I'm not sure if these ones are good. Let's see the blue ones. Yeah, they're making noise. These Chinese clones. Maybe I have to really buy some good bearings from an original shop. Shaft. The shaft looks okay. Okay, I'll try the blue ones. And these ones. Hope they don't make any noises. Like that. Yeah, these ones, they feel a bit better maybe. Can't feel any play there, so let's see now in this case. There is still some play, maybe it's worse. I'll try another two of these. I just took now two new ones from the box, from the bag. Let's see now in this case. Yeah, these ones are better. The play is less than the blue ones. The blue ones really have more play. So I'll use these ones. Okay. The washer goes in. Should be on top of the bearing there, on the edge. Then the spring goes in. I don't think it matters which side it is, but I'll put this side first. Now this is the hard part. To put this clip, I will try to use this opening tool to press down the spring, and then I use my hand to hold it down. Okay. Now the clip goes in. It's halfway and press it all the way in. Okay. It clanked, so it's still hear noise. A bit of play, but okay, it's less than before. I guess I would really have to get used to it. But it is less than before. I think, I'm not sure. It might not be the bearings, it might be the case, it might be this plastic housing. It's coming loose. It's the yeah, it's this housing, it's coming loose. You can see it moving there. Maybe there is a solution to put a bit of tape on the outside of the bearings. Is it moving? I'm trying to understand if this case is moving. Yeah, the case, this plastic case it's coming loose. Okay, so it doesn't seem to be the problem with the bearing, it's the problem with the case. You see how it's moving there? Okay. Okay, so what I will try to do is there are these things that hold the bearings in place, and I think they're worn out. Okay. I will try to put a bit of electrical tape around it just to make it more snug, like that. These things inside. Okay. Okay, I have a bit of tape here. I have a bit of tape and I will put this electrical tape around, not too much, just around once. So first I want to make sure that the tape looks okay. Okay, it's here. Okay, and maybe I have to remove some of it. I would only need a bit more than half. Okay, so let's get the scissors out. This is my Victorinox Farmer X. Finally, good use for the scissors. Okay. And on this one, I don't need too much of it. Maybe like this. Okay, and I will not be able to use all of it. Okay, so the tape goes there. It's a little bit bigger, but okay, it doesn't matter. Maybe it matters. I'll make it thinner. I just didn't cut it, so I'll use this side. Okay. I will try not to go beyond this edge on the bearings. And I'm really trying to keep it straight here. Like that. Something like that. And it shouldn't overlap because it needs to be in the same place there, and I want to see if I can, yeah. This doesn't need to be really precise. I still need to cut a bit more. Maybe I didn't have to cut more. But okay. Okay, so now this is ready to be inserted. Maybe no. I want to make sure this edge is really cleaned up. And I could trim. Okay, something like this. Something like that. So now I want to see if it... Now I have to see if it still goes in the socket there, and probably it's not gonna go. It's gonna be too tight. Feels like it's going. It's very tight now, so it better be right. It's too high now, it's not going in. Oh, but it's not moving now. It's super solid. Okay. So now all I have to do is make sure this is pushed all the way in there. Okay. Pressing it in. It's going slowly. Yeah. If it's too far from the sensor, it would not pick up, the sensor would not pick up the magnetic field, I guess. I'm sure it doesn't have to be exactly there. Also, there is a danger that I damage this board when I press it like this, so I'm really trying not to do anything bad here. Yeah, it's very solid now. Wow. So the problem was this plastic case got worn out from the bearings. Maybe the bearings were moving inside of it. And there's also a piece of the plastic. There's a piece of the tape, so I really don't want to get that in. And I press on the edges of the bearings, not in the middle where is the black part. Yeah, this doesn't look great, but it's actually working. It's gonna work. I know it. Only problem might be that I didn't press it far enough in and I have to press it further, but we'll see. Okay, don't forget to put the washer back. Okay, and this washer presses on the metal inner ring of the bearing, so there is no problem like that. The outer edge is not moving, it's fixed. Only the inner part moves. I think I should cut a bit more of this white tape. Okay, this is simple electrical tape. Nothing special about it. But it's really sticky. Okay, much better now. So the tape moved up a bit as I was pressing it in. I guess it's normal. Then hopefully this is far enough in to be okay. Okay, it's super solid now. And it's moving freely, so that's pretty nice. Okay. I will try to install it and see how it looks. There is a gap here, but it's okay. What's important is that there is no overlap between the tape edges, because the thickness of the tape will be double in that point, and you don't want that. And yeah, it seems like it's far enough inside, so it should reach the sensor. If not, I will press it a bit more. I'll try to press it now. It seems like it's all the way as far as it goes. Let's see. Okay, so so far the moral of the story here is that probably I didn't have to change. So far the moral of the story here is probably you don't have to change the bearings. I changed them anyway because I bought them. But all you would have to do, if you have play in the wheel of your speed editor, try to put a bit of electrical tape around it like that, and it seems like it's gonna fix it. But only a little bit. With this, the less the better, and it's not even mounted yet. The spring is not installed. The only problem with this might be that I didn't press it hard enough inside the socket there, so it might not work with the sensor, but then I would just have to press it a bit further. So yeah, tape fixed it so far from what I understand, and I have to find the parts. Okay, the washer is here. Okay, so the washer is there, I can see it. And then there is this retainer clip and the spring. I have to see if there is a good side for the spring. Maybe this side, it's more flat. I'm trying to find which side is more flat. And now again, I'll have to hold it with my hand. Like that. And then the clip. It clicked in place, okay. And it's not making noises now. So the noise was from the bearing rubbing against the wall of this support thing. This is plastic. The problem with this, also the screws can break it. So it's very... and I cannot find it. I will not be able to find it, but I could 3D print this if I need to. I think if needed, I could do a 3D print of this. That's the shape of it. It's not a difficult shape to 3D print. All it does, it needs to put this centered against the sensor there. That's all it needs to do. But there is no play now. Perfect. Okay. Tape. 60 cents roll of tape. Or 70 cents. That was really so interesting. It doesn't look good, it doesn't look pretty, and yeah, I could trim a bit more of it. I'll try to trim a bit more. Maybe it's better not to trim too much of it so there are no pieces of it flying around. And when this part will come down here, it will press on it. So I could move it a bit outside so it doesn't it doesn't go inwards towards the bearing. But this plastic piece doesn't move, so it doesn't really matter actually. But I will move them outside like that. Okay. I do this because the next part, it's pieces of tape everywhere now. Okay, because this part now, it will press against the tape, and I want to see what happens if I press it. Yeah, it looks like it goes all the way, so the bearing should be far enough in. Should be good. Okay. So if I press on it, there is no further to go. And this gets a bit squashed there, but it's okay. Improvised fix. But this should really work fine. I think it's fine. Okay. So if I press it. Okay, let's see. Okay, here I use the Torx screws. Should be 3 screws. I don't tighten it all the way, just a bit. And the next one. If you feel like it's not straight, you could unscrew it and then screw it back in a bit. They have to be very straight because these things, they could easily break if they're not straight. If the screws are not straight, the support here, it would break. I think it's straight. Okay. And the last one. Okay, so this screw looks straight. This one looks okay. This one looks okay. So now I'm gonna tighten them down. There is the tape there. This one feels a bit tight, I don't like it. Let's see. Maybe some tape got in there. Okay, this looks ready. A bit more tightened, a bit more here. Hope you don't see the video that I break this thing. Okay, so zero play, it's really super solid now. Very nice. This thing has to be also, this retaining clip needs to go in there also, so it's all the way in. So it looks like it's all the way in. Okay. Time to throw it in. time to throw it in the speed editor and see if this little trick worked. And I will try to put it back in first here. You see those holes are aligned, and I have these screws, and they are the normal Phillips or similar. Okay, this one. So put the screw carefully. There is no hurry. I'm trying to do this quicker now, so the video is not too long, but if you're doing this, just take your time, really. And I can make the video shorter anyway, so I don't really have to do it so quickly, and I'm not doing it quickly anyway. And I'm taking my time a lot here. We really need this device. It's very important for us. It's for the videos, for editing the videos. So this thing has to work as good as possible. So I tighten them, but I try to go around, tighten it closer and closer. So tighter, 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 a bit tighter. Okay. Untighten, not too hard, not too much. Okay, so this thing I have to plug it back in now. If it doesn't work, I will not know if it's because of the wires I pulled or because of the sensor being too far. I'll try to use this tool. The best is to use the fingers, really. Just get it in there. I press with both sides with the fingers and it's all the way in. That looks great. So this part is installed. Now I should actually check that it's working. So first remove the excess tape. I need to make sure the thing works before putting everything back in. So I'll plug in the battery. Okay, so that's the back. This is the front. Okay. Plug the battery back in. This is going to be a bit difficult to record. Is that socket there? Yeah, also put it with the USB port should go in that hole there. So it should be like this. And aligned, centered. And now the battery cable should be easy to plug in. Which way it goes? See, it has these edges on the side, the ones closer to this side there. So you cannot put it the wrong way, even if you wanted to. Now it's plugged in, it's in. I'll start the computer and I'll start DaVinci Resolve. I want to make sure this thing, when it's spinning, it's actually working. So I can put the wheel back on, this is not a problem. This is where the thing goes. And the screw is here. So the screw and this notch, they have to align right there. And I use this hex tool. Tighten it. Oh wow, the feeling is perfect. there is no more play and it feels perfect. No play. Really, trying to make it move. I'm trying to make it move, but it's very little, just a little bit. And it spins, the feeling is the same like before. Only thing now left is to make sure DaVinci Resolve works. Let's see. Okay, so the thing now is ready. Okay, I'll switch to the main screen. Okay. Okay, this is DaVinci Resolve here. It's working. Time to assemble it completely. Okay, so you saw that it's working, the wheel works, that's perfect. Exactly what I wanted. And if I only did the bearing replacement, it was not enough. The bearings probably didn't have to be changed. It was a problem with that support, the case of the whole assembly, and the tape fixed it. So now it's time to put everything back together. Already the battery is connected. Make sure the battery is really connected. And okay. Most important is to make sure that this USB port here is aligned properly. So I will have to put this over the edge like that, but also align the USB somehow like that. Yeah. So now you see the USB port is aligned and these edges are also aligned. The clips, each clip has to connect from the bottom to the top and they should click in place. You see these things, they have to connect both sides. So now time to clank it. Clank it like that. Make sure the edges are nice and the edges should be nice and even. There is no part that is coming out. It means that the clip was not pressed properly. So that's all good there. Upside down, I have few extra screws to install now. And I need the Torx T10 right there. So one, I don't tighten them all the way. And also for each foot. There is one. Not all the way. One more. Careful on the wheel, hold it from below like this. Okay, so now this one is tight. Close it, I go to the opposite edge. This one. Tight. Close the foot. This one. It's tight. Okay, and the last corner. It's tight. Press it down and that's it. Oh no, it's not finished. So I have to also put this rubber thing on top of the wheel, and you should align the grooves. It has these grooves on the speed editor wheel. Just want to make sure that the wheel is tight enough. Okay, it's tight. You can also press it, by the way. Doesn't do anything, but okay. So, which side is the top now? Yeah, usually, I think it was like this. This is the top. Yeah, because it has this beveled edge. So I will align these grooves with the grooves on the metal part, on the wheel itself. And if it doesn't feel like it's straight, you see it's kind of not very centered, not straight, you can really massage it in place and it will be fine. So I really try to press it in like that. So this one is a bit large. I feel it. Still needs to move around a little bit. I think now it's okay. Yeah, this will take a bit of time to arrange, but basically I have to spin it around until it's in place. Okay, the wheel is perfectly centered now, kind of. It's really good enough for me. This tape, I could massage it a little bit more, move it around a little bit more, but now it's in place. Oh, I made it worse. That's it. It's working. Make sure the lights are working. All the buttons. This is a separate board. This one here is a separate board. So if something happened, this will not work. Also, if you didn't touch any of the metal, if you didn't touch any of the electronic components, there is a very low chance that anything wrong happened. Most likely, if something is wrong, you forgot to put the battery, to connect the battery. It's easy to open it up and connect the battery again. And if I didn't press the bearings enough, the sensor here wouldn't have a good reading from the magnet, but it's okay. Everything is okay. Here, this one, I can't really put it back. Actually, I had it, it's on the floor now. I have the rubber piece. I don't know, maybe I'll super glue it, but it doesn't really matter. It's okay, just a rubber foot. So yeah, this is how you fix the wheel on the DaVinci Resolve, and this is how you fix the wheel on the DaVinci Resolve Speed Editor. And Blackmagic Design uses this type of wheel on many of their devices, and if your wheel is a bit loose, you might be able to fix it just by using tape, really. So if your wheel is a little bit loose on any device, you might be able to fix it by just using a bit of tape. It still moves a little bit, you see it, but the feeling is much better now. It's much more secure now. It really feels solid, doesn't move. I will keep the original bearings because maybe there is a chance that the bearings I put are not good and I might have to replace them. So I will keep these original bearings. I'll keep them in a plastic bag. I'll keep them in this bag. And yeah. I'll clean up the bag a little bit to make sure there is no debris in there. This is it with the bearings, but mostly with tape. The tape is what fixed it. Thanks for watching.